Welcome back to Soundcheck on our Ecamm October. This is a participatory channel where you can be a part of it. If you want to join us, feel free to look in the chat right now. There's several of you watching already and participating in the chat already. So I'm going to drop a link in the chat where you can go to the website and register if you want to be on the panel and join us. Go to the website and scroll down. Oh, as you're scrolling, you also see that next week will be our last show for 2025, and then we'll come back on January 6th. Call in with Zoom buttons right underneath that notice and click on that. It's going to bring you to a registration page, and from there, fill out the consent to join, an email address, your name, so that I can send you a link to, oh, well, there are multiple Maestro on there. Again, proving the point of how complex it could be, but it's fun. So that way we'll send you the link when you are ready for us to add you to the show. Click on that link, and it's a unique link to you only, and then you'll be able to be joining the panelist. Oh, Reggie is now here. So this is the part that I want to. Oh, not this one. This one. This is the part that I wanted to show. Let's say if I have this pulled up, I want to quickly change people on here. I want to be able to, let's say if I want Charles, this is really for Ken and Glenn. I'm just too lazy to do a separate recording. So if I want Charles to be on my camera, the 6th camera, camera F, Charles, that says peace sign there. I want to, rather than having to click on him here and click this and then change that to Charles, I want to be able to visually, let's say I'm going to switch it back to Maestro. I want to be able to say, I'm going to click here and then drag him over there. And now he's assigned to that camera. Or even click here in Zoom and assign, see it happening. No, it does not. I wish it would. So you can click and drag this assigned to a specific camera rather than me looking at, okay, the long list of my cameras and the names here. And I got to look at who it's Charles, go in here and do that. And also same thing, if somebody were to have left. So let's say if Glenn left, I have a black hole right here. And I would like to be able to also just be able to either click people that's on here already in the camera switcher or in the Zoom where people are assigned, especially if I sort this where people are assigned camera, I want to be able to click and drag to that black hole and that person is assigned. Or from within the camera here, I can just click and drag them over there and assign everybody a location. Okay, now that's the part that I'll send Ken and Glenn. Thank you, Ken and Glenn. Love what you're doing. I'm just too lazy to record a separate video. Anyway, welcome back. Maestro's here. Derek is here. Matthew's here. Nee's here. Glenn is here. Who else did I miss? Reggie is not here yet. See, I want to be able to drag Reggie here. Now Reggie is, now he's way on the bottom. There. Okay, now I have 6 people. Is that right? Okay. No, 7 people. Do I have 7 people? Do I have 8 people up now? Who am I missing? That's part of the problem too. 1, 2, 3. So that's no, that's correct, right? No, I'm missing somebody. Who am I missing? Tell me. Oh, do I have everybody now? Oh, I think. Oh my shit! You guys can't hear me. Sorry, I haven't faded.
No,
my
we
audio.
can hear you. I don't think you can hear us.
Now I can. Now I can. Sorry.
In unison.
I was like, who am I missing? Charles.
Your future employer who's rethinking his choices.
Hey, okay. You know why? Let me show you this. I'm seeing white boxes around each camera. I see like Charles already have the white box there, but it's his layout that has the white box. You see? In here.
I saw it earlier on when
it's like white box, Charles is there.
Yeah.
Now that's the white box.
That's what's messing you up. Oh.
It was messing me up in the RØDECaster room.
It's okay. I have a few more years before retirement, so I will brush up my Ecamm skills, and then I'll apply.
Sounds good.
All right. Okay. So let's talk about Ecamm some more. Next week we'll talk about like a recap of everything. Now maybe I'll open up for questions as well, especially if you might ask me, why do I want to do things this way? Or how do I do certain things certain way? Feel free to throw them at me, including how to paste your meeting link into your Ecamm to join the meeting. We'll show you that too. Good. Other people? Because most people are not.
Did we figure that out?
No.
Joining from Ecamm? We still haven't figured that out?
Not yet. We haven't gone through the process yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So anybody who wants to ask that question, feel free. Ray.
Not Ecamm related, but my RØDECaster update icon is calling me, and I'm trying to resist the urge to suppress it.
Is it still the beta? Or is it?
I don't know. I tried to look up the release notes. I tried to look up the release notes, and it just says beta.
Yeah, then it's still. Is it still September, like September 22nd or something? The latest.
I'd have to go back and see what the date is.
Yeah, I want to see.
Okay,
I should.
Yeah, September
22nd. Something like that.
For the beta.
Yeah. So it's if it is, it will have the more current date, and it would not have the word beta. So I haven't done that because if the feature does not benefit me, I'm not doing the beta. If the beta has features that I like to try, then I'll do it.
What's in the beta? Now you got me curious.
I can't even remember.
Let's see. There's 2 betas on the release notes page right now. 1.6.7 and 1.6.8.
I'm gonna go take a look at where's that? Can you share the link with me one more time? I want to. I should have that link permanently added to my bookmarks so that I can see all the firmware update. Okay, there you go. This link right here. I'm going to do visit link. Come down here. Oh, so yes, there's a new one. There's a new beta, October 21st. So edit warning dialog when deleting call me quick dials. Okay. Address an issue where USB 2 could become distorted after aggressive level adjustment. No, thank you. I mean, this is the bug fix. But there is not... So the feature here is just the auto switching processing for better responsiveness for RØDECaster video. So not related to me. Adjust the call me incoming call behavior by to bypass the call me slot selection. I don't use call me that much also, so I'm not going to do it. And then address an issue where switching smart pads triggering modes during operation could cause undesired playback behavior. And then this is the public. So I have the 166. So if it says beta here, Reggie, then it's still beta. Unless you have those issues that they talk about. Otherwise, I wouldn't update.
I'm on 166.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I'm
None
on
of this stuff affects me, but I just,
know it's
I
like
can't
those
resist
red notification thing on your
Yeah.
email that you have that. I gotta go check it.
yeah,
You're,
As I sit here,
you're talking
and-
about this, right?
Yeah.
Firmware update available.
Just put a
Charles?
tape on it. You'll be fine.
As I sit here and
I may have
update
to, 'cause I
my
keep looking at it. I
iPad
can-
and
it's calling in my
my
peripheral.
my
It's driving me
iPad and-
crazy.
All right, sorry, Charles.
as I
Reggie, you
sit
pretty
here
low.
updating my iPad and my iPhone to the latest developer beta.
4? Beta 1?
Yeah,
20.
4. Yep.
All right. Any other questions related to Ecamm at all?
Actually, I have one, John. So when you were talking
Yes.
about with the John method of manually clicking and whatnot, could you not do scenes that have just camera A,
Yes.
camera B, set
Yes.
it all up in the grid and just go between the scenes and then...
Yes, I can. But the reason why I do this live switching is so that I can do things like that, like very quickly do, if let's say like a third person that is talking right now, I can add the person in here, because then I can do, so the limitation that I'm finding is if I were to, let's say if I am talking, I can obviously switch to this and be able to switch to, this is permanently me. And then there is a scene for active speaker. So if you were talking right now, you'll be showing up here. And there's also a side-by-side of me, you, and I talking. But this is flexible because let's say Charles started talking, I just leave it up here, right? We can still talk back and forth. But if, let's say, you and Maestro started talking, then I have to switch over to this scene where I do my live switching. So if you're talking and then Maestro's talking, then I can quickly do this without having to reassign my pre-set up this scene. Because I can quickly reassign those, but it messes up all my layout. So later on, I want me and you together, or me and active speaker together. That's all messed up. Because if I drop Maestro in there with you, then I don't have to
See, and I think that's the thing. So, like, I had thought about that, and I've gotten layouts to where I could assign, my camera, and then I could do A, B, and C as 3 guests.
Yeah.
The problem comes in is not only would I have to switch the scene, but I also have to grab the person from Zoom and drag them to that camera. I have to do that 3 times in whatever order. I might as well do what John does.
Yes, the active speaker.
And well, not the active speaker, but let's
you
say I
mean the
just want to
custom
go
layout?
to
Yes, the
Yeah.
like the live switching here.
the live switching. Yeah, because it's actually, while it seems like more work, it's actually less work than what it would to be dealing with a scene and trying to swap out people. Because what if I had Derek on camera A, Matthew on B, Nee on C, but then Reggie, Maestro, and Glenn are now talking. Well, now to use that same 4-up layout, I have to grab them from Zoom and drop them onto those cameras, then switch to the scene. So I have to go to a solo scene, drop those onto the cameras, and then switch back to my 4-up.
You could, yes, and so there is limitation, and there are templates that you can do drag and drop also, but I don't want to mess up my I don't want to mess up my layout. So I have reserved layout for when I want to do, like, for instance, how many of us are here now? I get to count 7 of us. Is it 7? So I have one that is like that, 7 layout that I do that I could use. And those are the things that, let's say if Glenn leaves right now, I will be like, darn, there's a hole right there, right? So then I can switch to a 6, like me and 6 people, and then I have to still swap out Glenn because he's the placeholder camera is in the hole there.
Yeah.
Now it is possible. Let's say if you want to, not that I need to, but let's say if you want to quickly fix that, I could do. Let's say if I switch to this scene and Glenn is not there and I want to switch to a different camera, I could drag a camera onto the, oh, wait, let me see. Let me do a live demo for you to see. Keep doing on the wrong camera. Live demo mode is where you're actively clicking. So sometimes I click over there and I do live stream and it live demo, it goes into the wrong monitor. So this one, if I want to swap out Glenn with Reggie, for instance, if I don't have the scene locked, let me see. Right now, the scene is locked so that I won't accidentally move him. He is camera E right now. So I would go to camera E and make sure that it's unlocked. When it's unlocked, I am able to drag in my camera switcher Derek's camera, drop it in here, and it would swap it. This is what most Ecamm people would tell me to do. Like, this is what you'll do. You have 2 up, and then you can just swap people as you need. But I don't want, but now going forward, that is camera G now. It's not E. I want it to stay E because I can quickly, if it is E, Glenn here, if it is camera E, I can easily, as people are coming in to join us, I can easily swap out my scene to have the 7th person, like this one. So without having to mess up all the position because I already set the grid of A through G cameras. So yeah, but I just thought it would be good if we're able to have an auto settings where Ecamm can tell I want all my speakers active who are there with the cameras on to be on 1/2 of the page, like this. 1/2 of the page, and it will automatically tile those for me, or maybe give us a few options because it's my choice to do, like narrow, 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 and then wide, and then wide and narrow. It's my design choice. But if we can have like a quick layout options from Ecamm, I just want my all my cameras, everybody's camera, to be on one side. And if Reggie were to leave or Maestro were to leave, it would reassign those automatically. Ecamm would reassign those or readjust Derek's layout to be wider so that he will fill that screen. If they have auto layout, which I think they were working on, if they have auto layout that is dynamic where it changes as cameras are being added, that will be at least starting to address what you're thinking about. Did I miss Nee's voice, or is it Nee? I
can't hear him.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Nee, I guess. Oh, whoops! See, there's a hole there now, and it's not as easy for me to switch that out. If I'm in this mode, if I have this mode right now, I can easily turn the black hole off by just shift click it, and then
John,
that will take him out. Yes,
John. Oh, let me know. Do I sound low? Derek, do I still sound low?
No.
Okay.
Wait, were you low?
No, you're coming through good now.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm playing Connect 4. You're playing chess. I'm curious on why you keep saying my system is complicated. And the more I hear, I got to go get some Tylenol real quick. So I'll be right back.
No, your audio routing was complex. I mean, not complex, but you found a way, like a hack, which is clever, which is not something that I think of, and that's why it melted my brain. But no, I have to think about different layouts, which is why because I'm in the video world, right? And I want to. It's fun. It's learning for me. Every week I do a show, it is a learning for me to stretch my ability to use the software to the fullest, at least for me. So when there's new features that's coming out, for instance, all these layout, it's going to be doubly as complicated, Maestro, when I have a vertical layout to deal with. So look at your eyes, Maestro. So, because then
I'm right there with you, Maestro. So.
but it's fun for me. It's fun for me to figure out. Okay, so does that somewhat answer your question, Derek? As to why?
I mean, I'm an OBS user. And I've been doing everything I can, like Charles mentioned earlier on the previous show, talking into the prompter. So between my Stream Deck and whatnot, that's my goal, is to be looking into the camera as much as possible and then reaching down and controlling camera angles through the Stream Deck to go to my overdesk or whatnot. So, it's that being a single person doing it all.
Host and producer.
Trying to maintain the eye contact.
Engage your audience while you're also the producer.
Right. So I've been trying to use that, and OBS, yes, it can be kludgy, but once you kind of get into it, as with any software, and learn how you want to use it, it can be pretty powerful. So that's why I was just wondering if you could do preset scenes by camera name, so that when people join, you reassign Charles to camera A, you assign Michael to camera B. Now, from what they're showing, if Ecamm could pull the Zoom name and show it as the camera name when in a call, that could also be helpful. So your list you showed before on the left, you're not trying to figure out, okay, what camera is Reggie on? It's just going to say Reggie or Charles.
You can do that.
Within
you
the
can do that.
Though?
So in the Zoom, Zoom participants layout, window, it's going to show. In the Zoom participants window, you're going to see all their Zoom names.
I wasn't talking
about that. And so you can drag them onto the camera.
He's talking about the
on John's screen.
This one. Like this?
Yeah, it's over there on the left where it has camera A through F or whatever. No, further to the left, like the text. The text lines where you were going through and selecting.
Oh, this
one? If there was an option to show the names there.
Oh, here.
Oh, he's talking about in your scene setup.
Yeah,
my scenes.
Where you
these are all my name. These are all how I name those.
Right, but the camera A through F, like you were talking about in this Zoom use case. If there was a way to pull, if you're doing Zoom for the call, pull the name and temporarily rename those. So that's what I would find useful, because then I can.
But then you switch
and see a name.
Oh, so I can do it. So actually, that's a good feature too. So if I do camera A, but then my brain still wanted to be camera A. You don't want to be maybe camera A Matthew,
but
right?
That's the John method. You're playing your own. You're used to doing this. As someone who would potentially be a new user, I don't want to know.
You don't want to know which camera
is. I would rather. I'm gonna be able to react faster if I'm looking for a name.
Yes. So
knowing what name is what square, because I can see that and switch quicker possibly than having to figure out, okay, Charles.
You can already see the name in here. So that's not an issue. The issue is maybe you're saying the name would show up on here as well, because this is where you're doing all the live switching. This is the live feed.
Well, I think what he's saying is in your scene builder, so not in your camera grid, but in your scene builder.
Like this one?
Yes.
Yeah.
No. So your actual scene window, your scenes window.
This one? Is that what you mean? This is the
next one over. Next one over.
Oh, the overlays. Oh.
The
It's
overlays.
like these camera,
So
you
here
mean?
where you have the camera, like clicking the settings there to edit the. In Ecamm though, you would never go there. Now OBS, that's how you would do it.
See, and that's where
OBS, you're doing everything in that little panel. In Ecamm, you wouldn't use that to do what you're talking about. If anything, you would take
Because I can name this anything.
There's a camera, right?
I can name
There's
this
a camera window. There's a camera window, which is the rectangular one that is under us right now.
This one. Oh, the camera switcher.
Yeah, the camera switcher. You would simply take a Zoom participant from the other window and drag it to the camera switcher. Like that would probably be the fastest way to do it.
Like
because you can see the person.
Because I could. So let's say if I unlock these, I'm just doing the locking just for myself, so I won't accidentally click and drag it. So if I want to change this layout, and not instead of assigning this, if I just want to change out visually, as you were saying, not camera A through whatever, and I'll explain why I like the camera A through whatever, because I can, as people are coming in or leaving, I can change the layout. So if I want Matthew to be in Charles' space, I could do this. And then swap those out, and that can be done. But what would not be good is now if I switch to a different layout, let's say to 6 people up. Now the position is not. If you're a viewer, you are not kind of following anymore, right? Because the position already changed. Then I have to keep chasing those changes. And so for me, if I keep everything A through B, let me put everything back so that I don't mess up my scene. Matthew back up on this, and then it will always be camera when the layout from left to right and top to bottom is always going to be the flow of A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and that's the reason why I do it.
But let me ask you, but to my point is if you take from the zoom window, not the camera switcher, the zoom window, can't you drag that onto one of the cameras?
Yeah, you can. Yes.
See, that for me would be the easiest and quickest if I'm doing it from Zoom.
If you don't want, the reason why, as I was explaining to Derek, is the reason why I do camera assignment is so that I can have layout that I can change. So I can go into.
Well, no, I would stick with the camera layout. I would do it exactly how you're doing it. I wouldn't. You're dragging it onto the live stream window. Can't you drag it from the Zoom window onto the camera switcher window?
Yes, but then it changes scene to scene. You can't keep it like so. For me, right? If I do this, the first 2 guests that is on here, it's always going to be the 2. So when I have 2 guests up and then a 3rd guest join, I can switch to the 3 up, where it is the sequence is the same here. So then the placeholder has a purpose why the placeholder is there. The placeholder is there only for layout.
Okay, so if you just to make sure I'm following you, if you take a video from the Zoom window, Zoom participant window, and you drag it on the camera B,
okay, like that,
wouldn't that assign? No, not up there.
Oh wait, it's locked. Camera here. You mean
correct?
Like no, this is the feature that I want. This is the feature that I've been requesting.
Why don't they have that? That makes so much more sense.
That is the reassignment, and this is the reason. This is why I was saying that part of the request is, and I think the reason why they haven't done that is because there's not maybe ever any user requesting that. Because and that's why I love doing it, because you're testing out, you're stretching the usage and the limitation of the software, and they want to hear that. And I think as long as we can show them example of why I want this to happen, then I don't have to click on this pull down menu and look for the name, which is what is slowing me down, right? If I can just click that user plug into my placeholder camera from the Zoom window, because that's what I want.
yeah, I'm with you. I mean, I would want to keep the A through F or G or whatever
in the order.
You know,
Yeah.
in the order. I want to keep that in the order so I can utilize my layouts.
Right.
But I don't want to have to think. I want to be able to just grab someone from Zoom, drop them onto that camera, and then be assigned to camera B or D
Yeah.
or whatever.
And I want to go
and then
even
I
one
can
step
swap out a
further.
lot.
I want to one step further. I want to also not only be able to drag the Zoom window into the different placeholders, which is why, in fact, I saw a few of you laughed. It's because when we are in this discussion, it makes sense that you can drag the camera source into the placeholder. But when people are not using it this way, with a John-on complex brain way, they don't think about the requirement or the solution for this. So when I share this with them, hopefully they will understand why I wanted this. And the one step beyond that is I wanted to also, if let's say knee were to have left, so let's say knee left here, and I want to quickly I want to quickly
Shift them all.
fill this hole. I just want to pull the last person up here just to, rather than shifting it, I am okay with just pulling the last person up there. Right now, I have to click on the name, look for that name. I want to be able to just click here and drop it up there and it just swap. So rather than I having to go look, who else is, Charles is on the last spot. Let me go over to the Zoom window and click Charles and drop over there. I want to just be able to drag camera HP person to swap that with camera D person. That's what I wanted to do also.
Yeah.
That makes a lot more sense from what I was asking too, because now seeing that you can't reassign that Matthew, Charles is going to need to be in the 2-up screen more than Matthew. So
Correct, yes.
I would move Charles to camera A.
Yes.
I would move Matthew to camera C. So you kind of go, if you have regular guests, you kind of know the order of which ones are going to possibly be in those smaller layouts more.
Yeah.
But you're not wrong. Seeing how you're having to do that now and right-click and do a list while you're producing a live show,
See, it's
drag and drop would make too
many
sense.
more things for me to have to worry about. As simple as clicking on a pull-down menu and select the name when it's not visual is hard, especially when your brain is already taken by so many other things.
Well, and you have to think. I mean, if you're live streaming yourself,
yeah,
okay, you've got the preview window in your let's say you have 2 monitors and a prompter.
Mm-hmm.
So you have your live preview in your prompter, so you can always see what's going out.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got one screen that maybe you have content on, you have notes or whatever. Yes, you could put it on your prompter too. And
I feel like I should show you
then,
guys.
But then you have another monitor that you're trying to cram all those Ecamm windows onto. And so that camera switcher is no longer big. Like it's super small. If you had the camera switcher just dedicated to one monitor, like if you ran Sidecar or something on your iPad, I guess, and put it over there.
My sidecar is currently this. Previously, it used to be Clubhouse. Club Deck, and that's my live feed monitor there. And this is my switch. This is my switcher. My main monitor is my switcher right here. So when I'm not doing demo, you can see a picture of me putting my camera on my forehead on the bottom left. So when I'm not doing a demo, all my scene window, my sound window are actually over here on my other my vertical window. They are kind of hidden over here. And this is my browser window. So when I want to show you the browser, it's actually the middle chunk of a tall window. And of course, there's also this window is if I want to show anything like just like a desktop, like the app. Sometimes you want to show the RØDECaster companion app. It is here. on this monitor. This is a new addition. I was trying to just juggle with the 4 monitors, and I finally have to get an additional one. But it's
I was
fun.
going to. I was gonna
Ecamm,
buy
if you're
that monitor.
listening, I mean, good God, to have 4 monitors run a live show, that's kind of crazy. Help a guy out.
Well, it's for my setup and my layout.
I was gonna say, can't you use the Stream Deck to solve that issue? Because if you got the Excel and you got all those channels, you could assign people to those channels, and all you got to do is just click. Because with the Stream Deck, you have those images also on the yes, just like how you have it right there, and all you just do is just
So this
assign and just
this is
click,
how
right?
this is how I do it. So if I hit this button, then it will be me speaking. This is my active speaker. And these are my layouts. So if I want to do a me, the red is always me. Just I design this layout because it works for me in my brain. So if I want this with multiple layout, I do a folder where I can go in here and then hit 7 people, and then it does this. So I already used the Stream Deck to help me switch scenes, but it's actively live assigning people to which camera placeholder is a bit clunky for me still.
It's all about the camera placeholders and getting the people into those placeholders.
Right. So I think finally, I think when we're discussing this together, it finally, I think I'm able to type up. Previously, it's really hard for me because I've only used it. I haven't really have to like think it and verbalize it until I have this discussion with you guys. I think I'm finally able to verbalize it, at least in the paragraph, to the developer of why I wanted to do that visually.
Just clip it out of the show.
Yes,
and send it to him,
I will do that.
Watch this 5 minutes here.
This is the just so you know.
Why can't I drag this?
Yeah.
To do. That would make this easy.
This is the most effective way. And when we do have that feature, which I think we will, when we have that feature, we're going to come back to this episode and thank me and thank all of us for bringing it out. Because Ken and Glenn, the developer, they are developers, and they are not live streamers like us who utilizes the software for streaming. And if we are able to communicate and show them, particularly, not just tell them, but show them the pain that, not pain, but the struggle that I have to go through, the additional hurdles and steps, while we can just click and drag and drop, they will do it. So I'm hopeful that that's coming. Yay. Anyway, okay, so let me catch up on questions. I think Shaka has a few questions. Do you have your Zoom names turned off? I do have my Zoom names turned off. Just because I don't know. I use your it is available for live switching. So like, let's say if I turn on my Zoom guest name like this, so your name would show up, and then you can change the style and all that. This is control inside of the Zoom window where it says show Zoom guest name.
But yours doesn't.
Oh, how do can I show my? I think I can. Show me as, I forgot how you do it. Or can you? Well, I can't remember how you do it. Can you do it? Tell me if you know. I show me. No, maybe you can't. But what I cannot do is have that button click and then have the name show up in the placeholder slots. Because Ecamm is seeing that as a placeholder. So if you want to constantly have your name attached to your picture, you have to use the live switching, whatever I call it, live switching, meaning you go in and select a scene, and the scene would show up how you click it. Like I click Derek, and so if I do this, then it will show up. But oh, you know why it's not on there? Because my source is not a Zoom source. me.
Oh,
It is
yeah.
it is my camera placeholder. Or even if it is not a placeholder, it still wouldn't have my name. Because if I do all source and then click my cam link, it still wouldn't show up because my video
Because you're
source
not
is
in
not
Zoom.
coming from Zoom. It's pulling the information from Zoom. Okay, good question. Let's see. It's just putting a round peg in a square hole for me at this point. Shaka. Okay, so I think I missed the context of this question. I step away for a sec. What? I don't know what that was for. You have. Oh, look the layout. The name shows up.
The
above.
name shows up on top of
Yeah.
it.
And so
It's the uppermost layer.
And I
That's
also
interesting.
the reason why I also typically don't have the name, which I just did, is I don't know if people want to put their full names on there, but I just did. Sorry. So
If they could pronounce my full name.
you have an option to show the names from Zoom. Yes, I never see the names of the speaker on his show. I'm just asking. Okay. So yes, so yes, Shaka. That's why number one, I don't know if people want me to show the full names. Number two, I switch from this live switching scene where you'll see the names to my template where you won't be able to see the names, and I don't want that inconsistency. Plus, it's also not as important, I don't think, for our discussion. If I have a guest, maybe, I mean, not to say that you're not guests, but if I have like a special person that come explain one thing, and then you want their title on there, and then I'll do it that way.
Maestro, you have that shovel with you? So first we're not guests, then we're not special guests. Just keep digging that hole.
It wouldn't,
buddy.
It wouldn't be a John Ong show without him digging himself. So.
So you will see them. Okay, so you should be able to see them all now since John's showing. What did she say? Oh, you can't see them on YouTube, but if you join the show using Zoom.
What was
you can see-
that?
Oh, okay. And I love the conversations going on in the chat also. It's not sharing the screen though. Okay. All right. Yeah, I think you have to double click the camera and hit the show name. What does that mean? I think you have to double click your camera and hit
That's
show
still
name.
not gonna
Oh,
work
I
for
see.
you, John, because you're not a Zoom source. You're
Yeah,
coming
correct.
from outside. So.
Yeah. So yes, it's pulling from Zoom and I'm not in Zoom. My video source is not in Zoom. My video source is from a video card, and that's why it's not pulling my name. I think he's saying if I double click on no, it doesn't do it. Double click on the
This is how I'm feeling right now. If you guys can hear this.
what?
You just muted.
Am I still muted?
Now
No.
we can hear you.
Okay. Can you hear this? I'm still testing.
Yeah. You're crazy. Yes, we hear it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, we do hear it.
Okay.
We do hear that one.
The Maestro, next time you do your sound effects, pump the volume up that was coming in low, so that way it can really be heard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
That was actually something I wanted to.
Oh, okay, Reggie.
I was coming into. So like I don't use the sound pads for my show. I kind of wish I would find a reason to use them because I want to use them. But yeah, every sound that I plugged in, yeah, I had to turn the volume because it defaults to
You
minus
can.
12 dB.
Yeah.
And I had to turn them all to 0 to
Yeah.
be
Yes.
able to hear
Yes.
'em.
Yeah. But mine too. Yes. So let's show people because that's a good one. On your sound pads, if you have a so this is all effects. There's no sound effects here. Okay, so this one has a sound effects. So if I go into one of these, the rim shot, if I do edit, you see the audio is set to what? You said minus 12, right?
Yeah, it defaults
to minus 12. So you have to bring it up to something louder. So like a 0 or my case, minus 2. And anytime you bring something new by default, it's set to minus 12. Okay.
What level do you have your physical slider at for your sound effects, John? You have
I
it at
have it on
Unity?
Unity. Yes.
Okay, so even with Unity, it
Like
comes through quiet.
so, yeah,
Yeah.
Unity. Let's say I'll play. So now it's good, but if I do, if I switch this to the default -12, I'll show you. Oh, dang it! I touched on something else. -12. Where was it supposed to be? Replay. And then I hit it. You see how soft it is compared to where I had it. And then I'll bring it to -2 or 3. So yeah, you can definitely tell the difference there. And no matter what, by default, it will go to -12. Is that what do you have on there, Maestro?
I had my fader turned down, and I also had the mute button.
But
as well,
did you ever mess with the loudness or the setting, the level setting on the specific sound effects from your sound pad? Or is it
Yeah,
always at
'cause
-12?
I left it at the default so that way things can be more even, and I do I edit the sound before I put it in there, so everything is more even.
Yeah, you could do that too. And what I also find is it's still not loud enough for me, even if I do because most of the sound that I have on there is output by myself. It is still not loud enough. And previously you couldn't change. It's a firmware update. Previously you couldn't change the loudness of it. And it's just like permanently there. I still find myself having to go to. In fact, when you output the level, it is the same level when you switch it to 0, because they pad down -12 dB on there. So it could be consistent. What I do is, because every sound could be different too, I just look at the meter. When I play the sound effects, I look at the meter and how loud it is, and I'll change that according to that. All right. Anything else that we want to discuss Ecamm wise?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
It needs to be louder. It needs to be louder. What level is it is it hitting?
Turn it up. Turn it up. Turn it up.
Maestro, what level is it hitting when you play it on your meter? Oh, you're muted.
It's hitting a little bit under Unity.
Under
underneath it.
Unity?
Yep.
Okay. And what about it's? I guess you shouldn't adjust according to like when you're here. You should adjust it to. So I think for yours will be fine because you're setting it to your voice, right? Your normal voice level has to be that. So that's why it might come across not as loud. And the reason why mine is a little bit louder than most recorded shows because live stream, if you don't get it to about, I don't know, -8, -10 dB, it's too soft for on live stream. So I don't process my sound because I don't process anything. Whatever goes out live is what's on YouTube. So I need to make sure that it's loud enough. And I find the level, and I have not heard any complaints being the show is being too loud. But before I adjust it, if I go live with the more conservative setting, like I only hit like -12, it's too soft for me. It's difficult to listen to because it's not quite on par with all the other videos on YouTube. Glenn, let's see if we can get you to copy and paste your link from the email that you get from me and paste it into, how can we show it? I'm gonna have to have a second computer. Or maybe you can, oh no, you can't because you're in the meeting as well.
Can you add a couple more monitors, maybe?
I can add a second
Running
computer.
You got a shortage there.
Wait, let me add my 6th monitor. Hang on. So I have my laptop that I could NDI the output to, oh my gosh. I love doing it the hard way.
I can do it.
Well,
can
how
do it,
can you
John.
do it? if you're in a
I
meeting.
did it last
right,
time, remember?
Right now you are in Zoom
I'm in
app.
my correct. yeah.
Okay, yes. Why don't you do it?
Okay.
But
Go
John
into-
misses out on adding a link to an Amazon link for the 6th monitor and the 7th monitor. And
Well, he
Right.
has 9 guests. I'm thinking 9 monitors. I mean,
You
am
can.
I wrong?
You,
here
I
about
think
that?
I'm hitting the max. You know what? Because my vertical monitor has 3 portions, so technically they're kind of like 3 monitors there. So your count is accurate. If you don't count the smaller screens, because I have other screens on there. Okay, so let's take a look at. Let's go to this. Okay.
All right. There we go.
Okay, so let's.
Um,
Are you following along, Glenn? You able to see it?
And listen, before we go through all these steps, just remember, I know where to put the stuff.
Yes.
I put it in. I put the password.
You don't need to
well,
put the password.
I'm going to show you the whole thing here. So this is what I do. So I have it in my calendar, and so I just grab, and this is from his invite. So it should be this crazy
It's
long.
full long. So
link.
if the link is not this long, then you might be copying a portion of it and not the full, which is what
Yep.
my guess is.
Yep. So it's going to be a Zoom link, and then it's going to have a question mark, and you're going to have a token, and then you're going to have a password. So there's actually 3 parts to this. There's the
Yeah.
URL
That's why you
For the
shouldn't
meeting
have
room,
to enter your password anymore because your
the
password is
token,
right there.
and the password.
the
So we
code.
grab.
No, hold on. Don't I just need the meeting number and the
No.
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 You want the whole full link so that you don't have to
The whole link.
enter anything else.
Yep. So you grab this whole URL, okay, and I'm just going to copy that link, and then I'm going to come over here.
I think this
Go to
part he
new
knows
meeting.
already. Yes.
Yep.
Or join meeting with link too. You can do.
Yeah.
New meeting is starting a new meeting, so you have to end it first. There you go. Join
Join by
meeting
link.
Then you
Paste
paste
that whole thing.
the whole
in
thing.
here.
Yes.
Yep. And then I click join, and then it will.
Then the third
There we go.
person. It's
RØDECaster user meetup.
whoa. Audio. Oh,
There we go.
So Glenn, that's be sure to copy the entire link.
All right.
You wanna give it a try?
I would need to leave and try to
Yes.
come back in again.
Okay, sure.
All right.
Okay, we'll see you
I'll
in a
be
bit.
right back, guys.
Okay.
I'll see you in a little bit.
All right. So that is crucial, and that's also Ecamm related. So you want to make sure you copy the entire link that contains the meeting ID and your passcode to
token.
join. The token. There you go.
The token and the passcode. So it's going to have the meeting URL.
Because the token because it's unique to that person too.
Correct.
Right. Oh wait.
So
I
the
got
people
more.
that put in the token are the ones that are able to come straight in.
Ah, I see.
If you only put the password, you'll get put into the waiting room.
Ah, I see.
Because
I see.
it's tokenizing you so that you're basically
knows
Zoom is
You've already
remembering
pre-registered.
you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, because you have that setting set.
That's
allow
why-
known entrance to go automatically
Yeah.
bypass the lobby.
Right.
So
Yeah.
when-
And so that's like when you ask me, it's like, how in the
without that
world are you
full
able to just
token,
jump in?
you're
I
no
have to
longer
let
known.
everybody
You're
else in.
Theoretically known.
Sorry, the overstep each other. I think there's like a little bit of overlap there. So, Derek, can you repeat that one more time, Derek?
I was just saying, without that full token, you're theoretically known. You're not authenticated known because it's each person has their own unique full link. So that's what's allowing that flag you showed earlier in the settings of allow new people to bypass the lobby. So
That's right.
without that full link, it says, okay, is this person actually valid? Let's be cautious and put them in the lobby. So on a big Charles 300 person stream, you don't have random person showing up and hopping in there and going crazy. It's exercising some caution.
And speaking of exercising some caution, previously in an ideal world, you click on join the Zoom link and then you join the show. That's how dangerous I was. And doing the Aaron would know. Aaron, if you're still watching, Aaron shared the pain with me. I think Glenn was here too, and there was like Zoom bombers coming in and play rude things, and I have to end the stream. Learn it really quickly. I don't know what that was like. Show, I don't know, 20 or 30 or something. Oh no, maybe less than that, like 15, 10. They see, it's burned into my mind. So that's why I added the registration. I thought about it, but I thought, come on, nobody is going to Zoom bomb my show. I have no subscribers. But here's the thing. It has nothing to do with that, because Zoom bombing they're all bots. So it just the Zoom bombers are just out there crawling for a Zoom meeting on the web or anywhere publicly where the web can be, or where the bot can be
Clubhouse.
found.
They came from Clubhouse.
So they would grab that, and then as soon as you start the meeting, boom, 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 you have all these people coming in. Of course, I obviously switched my Zoom link out there, but of course, the safest is what I'm doing right now, which requires an additional step of registration. I want to make it easier because I want to replicate Clubhouse ease of joining the show.
No way.
Good level.
No way.
Good level. So then that way I'm able to allow people to join, but now it's just one additional step, which I think it's now better because I at least, somebody's coming in. I see somebody joining.
Oh, let's hope it's through Ecamm.
It's a different spots. Oh, no. Yeah, he come in the same spot. Okay, Glenn, he looks sad.
He doesn't look happy.
My join button does not light up. So like when I paste it, the little thing doesn't turn blue, so I can click join.
Can you paste whatever you have right now in our Zoom chat?
Yes, I can.
I just want to examine it and see if the URL that you copied is complete or has some additional stuff in there or not. Okay, take a look. Oh.
Okay.
That's why.
From Outlook. So.
Freaking Outlook
safe
every
links.
time.
Yeah.
So
every time.
In your link,
Outlook's always.
Please explain, the two of you.
Well, Outlook adds, it's a spam filter. So at the beginning of that link, if you notice, it says NA1 safelinks.connection.outlook.
Mm-hmm.
That's Microsoft's spam filter that is trying to make sure you don't click on something suspect, but it adds it into the link. So there has to be some way to get the clean copy off of that Outlook email.
You can
to copy it without that extra additional in the link.
Now, what you can do is, maybe we can try that and see if to bypass it is to click it, and then it's going to bring the meeting in a browser. And then from the browser, you copy the URL. That would be, because it's already been verified by Outlook. And then you copy from the browser the URL, but don't say join in the browser.
Okay, all right.
There you go.
Yeah, I think I know what you mean.
Do you mean? Do you know? So
yeah, I know what you're saying. All right,
yeah,
I'll be back in just
okay,
a minute.
All right.
I know what to do. I know what to do.
Okay, cool. So
here's the link before you jump out.
Oh,
well,
it's okay. It's okay.
Never mind.
I want him to be able to find a method that he can repeat. So we can't just take. Now, obviously, he could also add the paste that into like a notepad or something, right? And then take out the front Outlook portion of it, the safe link portion.
Nope.
And
won't
then
work.
Won't work.
Won't
it
work
adds
because
characters in on spaces and things
yeah,
like that.
it's
and
won't
then
work.
Won't work.
Won't
It
work
adds extra
because
characters in on
I'm getting
spaces and things
yeah.
like that.
Reggie,
won't
we're
work.
hearing
Won't
It
work
adds extra
because
characters in on
live
spaces.
stream coming back in from you, or like Slack.
Here's
back
the
or
Zoom
something?
bomber.
Okay, now we're good, Reggie. Sorry. Okay, can you explain why it won't work if you paste
I'm
it?
so confused there for a second. So essentially, it's taking all the special characters and turning it into character strings. So where there's
Oh.
normally a colon, there's
I
a
see.
percent sign.
Okay.
So you wouldn't be able to do that.
So you have So what did you do then to change that?
So I clicked the link, opened it up in a browser,
Oh,
and
okay.
then
Like
grabbed
what we were
the
talking
URL
about.
out of the browser. Yeah, you just have to
Got it.
grab it without the success part at the end. That was the other part.
Okay.
Because
So
it's gonna. Anytime you paste it into a browser, it tries to connect, and then it automatically changes it to success. It appends it with a pound success.
Pound success at the end of the URL.
And
after a second,
Outlook,
because
right? I'm not seeing that in my Gmail.
That's because you're on Gmail,
Outlook.
not Outlook.
It's an Outlook specific.
It's an Outlook thing.
Microsoft thing that it does when running through the Microsoft email system.
Yep.
Maestro, are you using original sound? I mean, do you have original sound turned on? And what Zoom, what audio issues are you experiencing? Hearing us or sending stuff out?
Well, I don't know what it is. I just keep hearing overlays, and then there's some choppiness, and then there's more overlays, and then reverb and
overlay.
choppiness.
What does it sound
or-
over? Like the layering of our
talk over.
Voices. Yeah.
talk over, like one person before one person finished, the other one starts talking. It did that earlier when Derek and Charles were talking earlier that one time. Is it still doing it right now, Maestro?
It's been doing it the whole show. That's why I
Oh.
asked in the chat, and Derek said he was hearing something similar.
Are you?
I heard a couple of glitches earlier, but I didn't hear talk over except for when Charles and I literally were starting to talk at the same time. So that's expected talk over, but I haven't heard any of the glitches in a bit.
And I think there's still some remnants of
the
AWS being down. Yeah,
That's what I said
so
earlier.
there's still a lot of that going around.
Because
we still have a
Macs
lot of
also-
systems that are down.
I have not experienced anything on my end. Nee?
Hey, John, while we're waiting for Glenn,
Mhm.
I'm going to hop over to my other microphone and
Oh, yeah,
test
yeah,
the
yeah.
audio
Yes.
if y'all don't mind.
Yep, sure. Okay, yes. As he was he's going to switch over to his typewriter microphone.
So this is the one. Just want to make sure the audio
Sounds
is coming
great.
through, and
Yes.
if you can hear.
Yes, including the key.
Well, yeah, that's what I want because I had request for a keyboard or a
You
typewriter
should
like
have
ASMR.
another mic.
I have a condenser that I think I might put for that on the third channel, but I wanted to get people who know audio feedback versus just live stream viewer feedback. So is the typewriter coming in pretty faint?
It's you can hear it, but it's not ASMR level.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
and you can go back to
not
the
a keyboard.
replay. You can go back to the replay. Now, if you
but then-
were to move your microphone not from your mouth, but move it just to the keys, then I think it would sound good.
Yeah.
Well, I was answering chat when doing that, so
Yeah.
I'll probably just put the condenser closer
Yeah.
for the
Like a second source.
typewriter sound.
Third.
Well, just as a third microphone, since I have 4 inputs.
Yeah.
So
You should get like
because I
a
was going to say
binaural
I was gonna
stereo
say-
microphone.
I was going to say it was more or less it was the strike on the ribbon that we were hearing more than the keyboard, more than the keys itself. So I mean, if you put a condenser mic close to it, should hear all the finger strokes and everything.
It might be too loud, so I mean you have to play with it. But you almost need to have a separate source because your SM your 7 SM7 no your 7V
NV7 on that one over
NV7
there.
yeah, that one it's doing its job. I mean, you can hear it, but not ASMR level where it's intentional that you want to hear your keyboard.
See, whilst
I mean, not
you're
keyboard,
using
your
that
typewriter.
whilst using that typewriter, maybe you should use this to record your live stream.
with your down shot.
Yeah, you use this. I don't know if the cassette still works well.
Cassette?
Yeah.
I'll just have to put it through a
What do you mean
filter so
cassette?
it looks
What?
like reel-to-reel filming while using that, cassette typewriter. One of them's from 1940, one of them's from 1935, so
Ah.
it would be period accurate. The ones from the 60s, I just need to make it bad color.
That would be cool. Which you could do on the cartridge. That's film.
Yeah, that's a film.
Yeah. When I was in film school, I have to develop my film project in Chicago. I have to send it off. But let's say I want to. You should switch over to your camera, and then let me have a little fun with.
Give me a second. Let me grab the condenser since it's right over there, and I'll see if I can hook it up just without bad with bad cable routing for the moment.
Look at that. We could say, well, let's switch back to here. I think hopefully. Oh, we haven't even there are features in which I was trying to do for Derek, but we can do it here. Maybe all myself. There are features in the effects, and I don't know maybe there are settings that you can do. You have quite a bit of controls when you use Ecamm, which is why if it is that bad, nobody's going to use Ecamm. But there are certain flexibility and things that you could do, like the green screen keying, way better than what you would. Oh, especially you can ask Charles, right? Green screen key.
That's probably so. I tried. And I have an actual green screen, but even in OBS and other platforms, Ecamm just outdid them all. It just click of a button, didn't have, there's a fade. But if I go to my fade level, that's 0 fade. But I usually keep it at about 60%. And it does great. I don't have, of course, I can turn it into transparent. And then that's where you can really make sure that your green screen is fully cut in. So, it works great.
And beyond that, you can
blur my background.
Yeah, blur.
So
your
that
background.
was the other thing. So that's my background
real.
without a blur. Yeah, which that looks fake as snot.
Yeah.
But if I blur it, I have people all the time ask me, and it gives it a better depth control.
Yeah.
If it weren't for this right here, that would look a lot further back.
And then
you have digital zoom.
You also have LUT. Hello. If you want a certain look, you have LUT. You can apply a specific LUT to it. So there's a lot of flexibility that we didn't even get into that Ecamm will get you, though the point is valid about somebody who just want to do a video podcast, and oh my gosh. Cutting away to Maestro. Okay, so let's take a look at Derek's keyboard.
Okay, let's switch back over to the right camera.
Oh, there you go. This is where we need to see the sepia, or maybe do a black and white, and then maybe a little blur.
Okay, let's see if this sounds correctly now.
Degrade the visual.
Is that coming through with the condenser? Or do I need to have it closer?
Maybe closer.
Closer.
That's better. Maybe even closer.
I haven't used this mic much on here to.
So you haven't really.
I just plugged it in and I put it at
So once you set it up, you can
30.
find a good balance.
Yeah, just to make sure that it was coming, and it's actually not at Unity. Let me switch it to Unity, and if that didn't work, we can play with it next time.
And then speak.
Okay, talking here as I'm typing.
Yeah, it's much better. Yeah.
I think it's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can
cool.
even hear it does more than just the hammer, you know. Oh yeah, bell sounds
There
good.
you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bell has to have a good sound. That's
Yeah.
one of the important
Yeah.
parts of the typewriter. So
Yes.
And then when he
appreciate
gets
it.
and when he gets to the end, slam it back.
I think the biggest thing will be remembering to mute and unmute the correct microphones as I'm doing different things.
Okay, so I was applying effect on you for let me reset everything back. CPM blur effect, turn off. Okay, now we're back to the correct camera. We were talking about other features on Ecamm that we didn't mention. Yes,
John, I
Dean?
think you bled him way too much the first time because he was a little bit fuzzy on my end.
What? I've blurred him a little bit too much.
Yeah, the first time before you fixed it, he was like super blur. Maybe it's my eyes.
No, he
Never mind.
was super blur.
Yeah.
Let me make you super blur.
Yeah, I like it that
That
way.
blur. You like it?
Yeah.
How about so
Is that the manual focus?
what manual for his
Yeah,
camera?
that you're doing to his.
Oh no. This is the blur effect I'm applying to.
Oh, okay.
I'm applying a blur effect to it. But okay,
Yeah.
so here's another fun thing that I wanted to do. Let's say if you want to join the show and you are not comfortable with your face showing and you still want to use your camera,
The all-electric Landhopper forms a seamless extension.
I can do overlays. So maybe I should do this since we're still on the Ecamm world. An overlay, and this is camera. Okay, switch here, and I'll add a square, and then in this square, I can do a pixel blur or something. So I can go here and rather than gradient, I'll do pixelate. And then we'll have a witness protection program. And especially if you apply audio effects to his channel, Knee will look like this. Knee, do you like it? Do you like this better? Do you do your voice effect? Do you change your voice on your RØDECaster? Oh. I have to follow you. I'm tracking you manually. Wait, let me take this out. This is the full effect. Can you do this on StreamYard?
Every time you show something, John, you're showing the hardest way to do it.
Wait, StreamYard can do this?
No.
So there. Whoops.
Is it because my face is so ugly you don't want people to see me no more?
Anyway.
I'm chopped, like the kids would say.
Oh, there you go. Voice change it. That's Reggie's voice. Okay, Reggie's voice. And wait, like that. Oh, wait, not big enough. we can still, I think the pixel needs to be bigger.
I did it.
There you go.
The meme of wearing the 3D.
Oh, the glasses?
8-bit glasses.
Yeah. Well, that was like Knee's mic with the red cover looks like a pencil and eraser.
I think Knee had a glass, didn't he? Did you have the little gangster glass effect meme?
Oh no, it was the real 3D glasses that I printed.
Oh yeah. Do you still have them?
No, I threw them away.
Okay, all right. Let me
Feel like a secret agent.
get out of this. Anything Ecamm wise that you guys want to talk about, mention? I can't think of anything.
I'm actually there was one thing that came out couple weeks ago that I was surprised that you didn't bring up.
What?
And that was the new wireless micro colors.
Wireless?
Charles,
the RØDE wireless micro.
I actually have it in my notes.
Colors.
I have it in my notes. and I forgot
John,
about
before
it.
we go to that, Glenn, did it work through the link or did you have to come in through Zoom?
Oh,
No, I still have not meeting with success. I tried to use a different email. I tried to use my Gmail email or one of my Gmail addresses, and my email was not coming from John's site to my inbox in my Gmail account. So I never got the email that I usually get in Outlook. So is there something you have to do to get that email the first time?
Can I make the easiest suggestion? This will just make Glenn's life that much easier. Do you use a calendar on your computer? And if you do, which one do you use?
I use Google.
Google Calendar. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you register again for his show, add it to your Google Calendar. Don't worry about just add it to your Google Calendar and the link will be correct. So when you register on Zoom, it will give you an option to add to your calendar. Add it to your calendar. You can select Google. It'll take you right into your Google with everything in there and you just click save.
Is that at the registration email or is that at the join email?
Neither one. So he'll give you a link to register online. When you register online, that Zoom window on your web browser is going to have a add to calendar button. Don't worry about the emails. The emails are useless if you're using the emails have nothing to do with this. Okay? When you go to register for his Zoom, okay, it's going to be a Zoom registration window. Okay? Don't try to find it now. Let him send you a clean link so you know you're getting to the right place. Okay, I can see you looking at your emails. So don't worry about any emails.
I don't understand how 99 people can do this without any trouble, and the guy with 4 degrees can't seem to do this.
You want to know? Well, so here's the differentiator. I'd almost bet that you're the only one that's using Outlook.
That could be true.
It's exactly it. So Outlook and Yahoo are the two least common ones utilized.
Can we pause on this suggestion? I think it's more. I think we were almost there. You have that the hashtag success.
Wait. I'm going to add this to my calendar. Hang on. I see the little thing now.
Okay.
All right.
What thing? What are you looking at?
His email.
Continue.
Because I think.
Oh, okay. It's in my calendar now. So now I just have to pull it out.
Now just
copy it from my calendar.
Yeah.
Yep. Just right click and copy the link.
But before you do that,
and then you'll be able to.
I think I would still like for Charles to finish the process of clicking and then have the browser and then copy without the last pound success or something in there, because it is not. It is. If you want to learn this, you should learn this so that you can do this again for other methods.
This will never happen again in my life, John. Trust me.
No. You will when you get the events from somebody sending you an events from Ecamm. You won't be able to do that the same method, because if you don't add that to the calendar, or if you don't have a way of adding it to the calendar, you won't be able to do it. And you almost said you're like 99.9% there. There's just one part that Charles is going to show you when you click on the web browser. He's going to show you what you need to do, because you need to copy the link. However, there's additional letters and word, or like a sign and a word in the back that you need to get out of.
Yeah. So here's let me just go to the beginning of, so you can see this was the link that you were getting in your
Outlook,
the na01.safelinks.protection.outlook.com. Okay, so all I'm doing is pasting that in my web browser, and then when I hit this, I'm not going to join, okay? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this entire URL, except the hashtag success.
Let me see if we can zoom in. Hang tight. There.
Yep. So I'm going to grab everything except and because when you put it into the browser, it does flip over to the correct URL. So you can see now it's just a https us06 web.zoom.us. So I just want to copy this all the way up to the pound. Okay.
Copy that up to where now?
Up to the pound sign. Before
the pound sign. You see the pound success. You don't want those.
So everything to the right of that, I don't want.
Correct. Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
I think this would be more flexible for anybody who send you this link. You would be able
in your Outlook email. Yeah. You're only going to run into this with Outlook.
Okay. All right.
Just
I
FYI.
will be right back.
Is Outlook, he's referring to it like an Outlook app, like the Microsoft Outlook app, or is it Outlook.com on the website?
It's Outlook hosted mail.
Oh, I see. So it's actually the email stuff, not the email client where he's pulling the email down.
It's the email service itself.
Okay. So he has
Outlook.com.
Outlook.com.
Microsoft 365. Either he has Microsoft 365, which I'm guessing is probably what he has, or if you have an Outlook.com. They're getting less and less common. People are starting to get away from them because there's so many issues like this. Microsoft is just crazy with the way that they do security. It's not that they do security that's crazy. It's just the way they go about it. It creates a lot of problems like this. So
if you have to use Microsoft Teams, it does the same thing in a Teams link where it puts in, and it's not as easy to strip it out like it is for Zoom. It's just an extra headache from the majority of people. You know, Google does the same thing, but they just don't show the user that it's doing the same thing. They make it a little bit more behind the scenes, I would say.
Okay, I have a question from Wayne from Australia. He said that, letting us know that his Duo has trouble recognizing his wireless Pro on USB 2. Took several restarts, only connected after everything was disconnected. Oh, wow. Okay, so physically, all the connections like your XLR and all your other like USB to or USB 1 and 2, disconnect all those? Or do you have to also disconnect power? Is it just inputs connected to your RØDECaster has to be removed before your USB? No, I guess USB 2 is your mic. So Wireless Pro can be recognized. I guess it must be a bug. I don't know. I didn't see that bug note on the release note that Reggie sent earlier. Yeah, did power as well. Okay. So wow. Okay, thanks for sharing that. So if you guys are experiencing that, if you use a RØDE Wireless Pro, and he's been using it for a while, but suddenly it's not being recognized by. Which firmware are you running, Wayne? Are you still on 1.6.6 or are you running any of the beta firmware? Are you on 1.6.6? Can you verify for us? While we do that, let's see the colorful. I don't know why. I mean, I'm sure people would love it, but colorful microphones. Yay. I know. I mean, I'm glad
I thought
there's
you would
options.
like them.
No, I mean, I am, no. Why would I like them?
I just figured you'd like them.
I mean, they look good.
I could see you using the orange one.
Oh, no, I don't even have an orange phone. I have a white iPhone.
John,
I know.
you remember Malaysia Air? They got this advert that they would say, "Colors are calling me."
Colors are calling me?
Yeah, with Malaysian Air. It's like way in the early 2000s.
I don't remember.
Okay, when I find that, but that's why John. That's why he thinks.
Oh,
But
you
I think
think-
it's more or less like a fashion statement.
Yeah, I mean, no, it
To me.
looks. Oh gosh, I think it looks good. I think it looks good. I just don't. I mean, I'm sure people love them because people, I don't know, they keep making colorful microphones and all that. It's like last year. Dang it! Last year I was talking about. Remember they were teasing about the Creator of the Year thing. The Creator of the Year, Rode Creator of the Year, which is going on right now, and that I'm not paying any attention. Okay, no beta. Okay, so just 1.6.6 is what I'm assuming that you're running, Wayne. So he's not back yet. I'm a little concerned. Interesting color mics. Smart move. People will collect them just for the colors, more money, which is good. But meh.
I feel like it's too distracting.
I know. Well, the thing is, like when you see it, maybe you wear a different color outfit, so you need to change. I'm wearing red today.
Yeah, that's really
like
what it's
white.
for.
White I can tell, like for wedding, like wedding dress and all that. Black and white. But anyway, it's good for you if you like it, but I don't care.
It doesn't connect to my RØDECaster. Why would I want it?
Does it not connect to your RØDECaster?
No.
Oh
It's
wow.
wireless micro.
Micro does not connect to your RØDECaster.
Nope.
So the receiver, but you can get a receiver and then plug the receiver into USB 2. Can you? But not natively. Right, Matthew? It does not.
Right.
It does not
It
pair.
doesn't natively connect.
Okay.
You might be able to do it.
Right.
With
So you
USB
might be
receiver,
able to plug the receiver on your micro with your
Well,
USB
You
to.
can't look at the receiver though. The
There's
way
no
that's
USB?
oriented. There's not enough room. It sticks out wide. You wouldn't be able to. Put
No. So this is
the
what you get
This
right
is
here.
the camera receiver, not the
So you
one
get
that
the-
comes with. I mean, well, it comes with too.
Yeah.
I guess it's still free. Is it still free though?
I
You
don't
can
know if it's still
request
free
for
or
it.
not.
You can request
You
for it
can
and pay for
request
the
for it.
shipping. Yeah. So
So
you have to have the camera receiver, not the receiver because the receiver is just USB and USB-C and Lightning, I think,
Yeah.
that comes with the micro. But if you get the
Correct.
camera receiver, does the camera receiver have a USB? My question is this: can you connect the USB-C
yes.
to your USB-C 2 on your RØDECaster and use that to connect to your RØDECaster?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So it is not natively connected. So the receiver that's inside your RØDECaster, you cannot just use the wireless micro to connect to. But you can use the camera receiver that is free if you request for it when you buy a Rode wireless micro to connect to your USB-C port of your RØDECaster, and therefore it will come in on your USB 2 channel, which can be broken, according to Wayne, which is exactly how we tie back together, which is exactly what he was telling us, because his was connected to his wireless Pro, and it's not showing up, and he has to unplug everything, including power, before it will show up. So I guess, Wayne, it would be unplug everything, including power, and then when you plug it back up, you would plug. Did you try to connect your wireless Pro first to make sure it connects before you plug the other stuff in, or can you just unplug everything, including power, and just plug everything in and it works? Let us know. Check if it's an update. It looked like that it was connected to a laptop. Uh-oh, Glenn. Nee, good night. Okay, so I'm going to show this example of when Nee leaves. So this is when Nee leaves. This is what Ken and Glenn again. I'm going to tell them to watch the whole episode. So you see how I can't shift click for this black hole to go away because there's
no camera source there.
Yeah, he's left. But I'm quite sure previously you could. Like, you can see camera D is still there because technically it's just camera D. It doesn't have to have a source. Well, I guess.
Yeah.
Or maybe, I don't know. So now, in order to do this, I would have to do, I have to click everybody again, and I probably don't remember the sequence. So I have to click everything, but bypassing knees slot to get that back in. Or if I want to, I can quickly drag. I would like to be able to drag Charles up here, and then he'll fill the knees black hole. But I have to do this. All right, 6 of us. No,
I think
5.
I wonder what
I think he's like,
happened to Glenn.
Screw it, I'm tired, I'm going to bed.
Probably. Maybe.
Okay, seems
we
like
love you, Glenn. If you're watching this on YouTube,
I'm gonna wait a little longer.
I love you.
So anything else? Comment. Summary next week. Maybe come tell me why Ecamm isn't for you.
What month is going to be OBS month?
Oh wow, you're gonna
Where
have to
John
host
has
it.
To use OBS.
You have to host it, and
this
I'll come
show.
join the
No.
show.
You gotta do your comparison.
Oh my gosh, I used to run
set up
OBS.
everything in
I just
OBS
uninstall
and
it.
Do all of this for OBS.
I think I would. The reason why I pay for it is because of how much easier. At least, like I could be wrong because things have changed a lot. So it might actually be way. I think it's way better. OBS is way better today than it was a year and a half ago. Right when I was switching, I just was able to do so the complexity that Maestro was talking about, changing things live and all that, right? Try doing that on OBS. It's well, you should tell me, Derek.
Well, and there's no Zoom integration, so you won't be able to pull in Zoom camera.
No Zoom integration, so it'll be much simpler in a way.
I forgot to
take
this out.
You'd have to have a different workflow for a lot of what you're doing.
Yeah, but how
Zoom integration?
Isn't there, like, I would imagine Zoom would probably create something for OBS.
There's not.
Oh, can you?
We
were
talked
talking about
not last
window.
week's show, but the week before. We were talking about it, and there's not a. You would think that there would be a plugin for OBS, but there's not.
Yeah,
it's screen capture or bust.
When Ecamm does replays, I'd consider it. Doesn't it do it? Well, maybe not because a lot of sports people do that. How do you do it? Replay. I know it's a feature that was, maybe it is not. Maybe it would be nice if you can set. I'm gonna hit the replay button. And it's gonna go play the last 15 seconds of whatever goes out to the feed. Yeah, that would be good. That has been requested by a lot of people because a lot of sportscasters, college sportscasters, or high school sports use that or want that functionality. Okay. So Wayne, can you clarify? Once you remove everything, did you have to first connect your wireless probe first to make sure it connects before you plug the others in, or do you just plug everything in and it just work? Can you please verify? OBS has a delay right now. Well, so does Ecamm, I think. But Ecamm integration is great. So for my workflow, it's awesome. And one of these days, I will also, if there's interest, maybe next year's Ecamm October. Who is that? See, Reggie left.
Reggie, he just turned.
He didn't
leave. He just turned his camera off.
No. Well.
Yeah, I just turned my
he's
camera
still there.
off.
Oh wait, see? Why can't? Oh no, this is never mind. This is not the switcher. I just need to do this.
See, that's why I keep this image here of you, John. So
Derek.
But no, sir. I mean, to that point, that's why I keep this image here, so at least it's not a black hole. It's John in his Hawaiian
This
shirt.
is me. Oh my gosh, I
That's
never
you.
knew.
Do you
it's
not
me.
Do you not recognize the shirt? That's your shirt.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's my blue background profile shirt. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Wait,
you, glasses and all, getting on some RØDECaster Pro 2s.
Wait,
Upside
let me
down and
see.
backwards on the RØDECaster Pro
Yeah.
2s, it looks like.
Wait, oh, that one I recognize. The one on the left, the normal one, not the mad
Yeah.
scientist one. I recognize. This
Yeah,
is
it's more
nice.
monitors.
What?
Yeah, there's not enough monitors in the background.
What-
Charles, if you can get on that, needs about 12
He's
monitors
got-
in
well,
the background.
You notice he's got the next version of RØDECaster 2, and that is the expanded model. So he's got more channels there.
Yes.
So yeah.
I love that. I love
Yeah,
the
so
detail.
I made this, and so that way when I have to turn my camera off, I can just throw this up there, and that way you don't end up with a black hole, and it's still kind of related to the show. So, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna drop off. So,
All right, Reggie. Good
see y'all
night.
next time.
See you, Reggie.
All right, see ya. Okay, maybe we'll call it quits. But I was kind of hoping that we will wait for Glenn to come back.
Maybe the final episode of the year will be
Yes,
the one.
is
Big
when
Ben
he
checks
joins
in through the link.
next week. Ah, man. Anyway, so I think
I'm
next
just going to leave this here.
next week we'll do a recap. We'll do a recap of Ecamm and what we picked up. And I'm trying to think like what other visual stuff that is Ecamm. Shouldn't say Ecamm specific, but things that Ecamm does well. Because there's a ton of stuff that I personally don't even use. Overlays, well, overlays OBS can do too. Well, the thing is, a lot of the functionalities that I can do with Ecamm, OBS can do. It's just how many clicks it takes for me to do it. Even though Ecamm is not perfect, but it's one of the softwares out there that allow me to do things quicker. And also it speaks my language, I guess.
Well, and I think for someone that's new, Ecamm is simpler than OBS because, like, you think of just a camera source. So let's just start with a camera source, no mic, no nothing, like just trying to get your camera on there. You can just add your camera source. You don't have to resize it.
Yeah.
You don't have to do any of that. And then you also have all your controls and filters visible. You don't have to right click or click the gear icon and add filters and go through like, okay, what do I need? I need to add this color, or I need to add, color key. And maybe they don't even know what the heck a color key is, but they see green screen and they're like, oh, I know what a green screen is. So I do think there's, while they have the same functionality, the way that they go about it is totally different.
But I probably wouldn't even compare OBS to Ecamm as much as to compare for new user. I would compare Ecamm to StreamYard or what's the other one?
Yeah, but I don't think that's a fair comparison.
Why not?
Because you have two sets of, you're talking about two totally different
But
sets of
OBS
people.
is free, so you can't compare with Ecamm.
Well, you can.
One is cloud based.
You can. One's cloud based, one's not.
Yeah.
And
That's a big
those are your
difference.
two
That's a
different
Oh yeah,
audiences.
that's true. But
Yeah.
Huge
but
difference.
if we're talking about simplicity, isn't it more fair to compare it with like for a new user who wants to do a video?
Well, then
podcast?
you need to put OBS and Ecamm into one bucket and put your online web-based ones in another bucket. You need to compare them holistically, because those are two separate audiences. Because
I
you
think
have
you
the
can
people that will go to YouTube and they're going to end up, though, a lot of the people that are trying to YouTube their way through it and become a live streamer, they're going to YouTube and seeing this, and they're starting with OBS because it is a super
It's
low
free.
entry point.
Yeah, yeah.
It's free.
Which is how I started out. For
And-
years, I use OBS.
Right.
No,
More
I-
often than not, you see OBS people go into other. You don't. Sometimes, if they find that they're just not, they don't need all that or whatever, they may end up on a web platform. More often than not, they may do very simple things in OBS and then use something in conjunction with it, like Restream, and they're streaming straight into Restream and having that syndicate out everywhere.
If
I don't know. There's so many different use cases.
I mean,
but
yes,
I think you have to keep the buckets
I
separate.
agree. It also depends on the purpose that you want to do first, because I think if you want to compare how you do a layout on OBS and Ecamm, yes, you can compare, and I think it's a way simpler. But if you want to talk about specifically somebody new who wants to start a video podcast and you want to get that going really quickly, like Maestro was saying, then maybe starting with something like a web-based streaming software is a better solution for them. And so then if you compare it that way, just the purpose of doing a video podcast that is simple enough for them to run, then you can compare how easy, like Maestro's comparison right now is, if we were to use, what do you use, StreamYard, or I forgot what you use. You don't use OBS. You use StreamYard, Maestro? Or what do you use? No. I know, but when you said you have a subscription for recording your podcast?
I have a subscription to StreamYard.
Oh, so you don't? Because you don't live stream, Maestro, right?
I live stream, but I use Ecamm for live stream.
But you still would. But let's say for a new user, like very basic, which would you recommend?
If I may, I would say the biggest comparison is going back to what we just mentioned in terms of online versus offline. But the other one is ecosystem, because Ecamm is Apple dependent. If you don't want to get into Apple, there's no conversation. You have to have an Apple computer, and there's no conversation from there. So I think it's mainly the cloud versus the offline, and the device, like the OS. I'll be more specific: the OS, the operating system, and that commitment.
But if you're just a video podcaster, or you're starting to start your video podcast, would you still recommend, and they're on a Mac, would you still recommend Ecamm as a starting software? If not, what would your recommendation be? That's my question.
I would say, to your point, use a StreamYard or a Restream or a Riverside.
I would go Riverside.
Okay, I would go
Being
Riverside
a Mac
too.
user, I know some people who are starting a video podcast, and they're both shop owners, but they're not necessarily technical.
Mm-hmm.
I had one of them interviewed as a guest on my show in the past using Riverside, and I think that was the impetus, and now they're using that because, being able to edit by reading text for someone who's not into editing and doesn't want to be into editing and uses some of the simple audio cleanup tools, that's the easy way. And the beginning of Riverside is free, so you can try before you buy. So that has less of an entry point. It's device agnostic, and it's
Here would be my argument to that. And I totally understand the editing part, and they do have that built in. Although your other web platforms are starting to introduce that as well. However, depending on your content, StreamYard may be better. One thing that StreamYard does really well is they have integrated QR codes. So you can create QR codes if you're doing shoppable content, or you're doing promos, you're running a webinar, or you're running a class where you're trying to get people to sign up for things. You would be better off in StreamYard because you can generate QR codes and it will actually pop up showing that someone scanned it. So it's actively engaged. Every time someone scans that QR code and goes to the URL, you see it pop up on your StreamYard feed that, hey, someone just scanned this, which makes everybody else want to scan it more. It's like, oh, we see these people scanning it. I don't want to miss out. They get FOMO. They want. So I think it depends on the type of content you're
Do
doing.
you just put your
he
link?
did say video podcast, so you're talking about a different. Like you're not wrong. The content,
Different-
and the features also help determine the tool. But for
Yeah.
a basic video podcast,
The simplest, just basic
easy
video.
start to try and see if you want to get into it using your built-in, microphone on your phone, and your phone is your camera. That's the easy way. And then if you like it, then you might invest in a microphone. You might invest in an interface. You might go crazy and have 2 microphones, a prompter,
5 screens.
a RØDECaster. And then if you go extra crazy, you're going to go John level and have a monitor for every guest you've ever had and just build a wall of monitors.
That's the control room. That'd
And
be
to
the
that,
good
to that
term.
point, I think because we're using these terms interchangeably, and I think if we're not careful, the audience won't understand. There's a difference between a live show and a podcast. Like one can be the other, but they're not the same thing. So if you're doing a live show, you're going to want to do StreamYard. If you're doing a podcast, you're going to want to do Riverside, because typically people aren't using Riverside for live shows. Riverside
But you
was known for
can, right?
podcasts.
You can't.
But just because you can doesn't mean you should. That's why typically people aren't using Riverside for live shows. They're using it for podcasts. But people are using StreamYard for podcasts too, even though it's really meant for live shows
Well, if you're,
or live streaming.
I don't. So we can get into more technical, but I see what you're saying. When you say podcast, are you thinking about you have to go back and edit and process and all that, and then streaming? Because you could have a video podcast that's lazy like me, that I just live stream, and then that's my
I'm saying,
podcast.
like typically when we think of, so for instance, the Zoom Live Pod just came out. I'll just give an example. Like podcasts, usually podcasts aren't live. Podcast can be you can do a podcast anywhere. You can be on the beach doing a podcast. It doesn't have to be live.
Right.
You know what I mean? In that sense.
But the
So
live can be a podcast, but podcast
that's
doesn't
my point.
necessarily have to be live.
Right. So that's my point. We're tacking on because all these platforms are competing with each other and they're trying to add on these other things. I mean, but that doesn't mean that that's what it was built for essentially in the beginning.
Yeah. And but have you is it anybody try Riverside?
I have
I have.
Riverside. I haven't
Yeah.
done the live through it, but I'm going to look into it because
point.
Yeah, I would like to try.
Well,
I have.
haven't
I've
needed it
done the
yet.
live in Riverside.
I would like to maybe next year when we come back, I want to know it doesn't have to be a month. But I just want to see, or maybe you can host a live show on your channel, and then we all go over there
Well,
using.
John, you know what you might do?
What?
I mean, you might reach out to what's his name, Steven, whatever, who's the Riverside face. I bet you he'd pop in as a guest and answer some questions for 30 minutes on a show. I mean, he does YouTube all the time, and that's good promotion for their side because he has his own stuff.
Yeah.
Just reach out to him and say, hey, we got this YouTube channel. Can you come in and answer some questions? Because then it might be him or one of the marketing people who, that's what they do.
But
Because they do live streams through their thing to ask for feature, like you were talking about sitting in features for Ecamm.
Yeah.
They solicit the same type of information for new features for Riverside. But I do plan on over the holidays.
Yeah.
The one thing I want to do for Riverside
stream.
is you can have a live audience. Because there's
yeah.
a couple of guests I have in my niche where I'm doing interviews that live audience could have 100 more people as a guest. And then I already have some friends lined up who are tech savvy enough to act as producers in the green room that Riverside has. So once again, depends on what you're doing. And since I'm already using that for my podcast, I'm already in that ecosystem, like Maestro is saying. I'm not the best answer of coming in fresh. So I'm going to use the tool I'm already using for something else. But StreamYard, I never really looked into because for all the
You're
research
using
when
it
I was looking
different.
for the easy tool, I wanted it to be the easiest for the guest. And that seemed to be the easiest. All they need is a Chrome browser and a phone, and they could be on video and audio, and Riverside can kind of make up the slack. And StreamYard might do the same, but I'm not as familiar with that because I'm not using it.
And I think just like the RØDECaster, we don't use like the RØDECaster. I had to find out the hard way that it's not the best for live shows, but you can use it for a live show, right?
Why is not?
It's because when you're doing a when you're doing a live show, you don't want to have to go on an LCD screen and go into the effects and have to do this and do that. You want to use a mixer for that. But most people who don't understand that don't.
Oh, you're talking about RØDECaster
understand.
video?
No, the RØDECaster Pro or Duo.
He's
They're
talking
not the
about
best for
live
live
event,
shows.
not live stream
Oh,
show.
oh,
Live
yeah, no,
event
okay.
production where you'd
Got it,
want
got it.
manual so you can be quick reacting,
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
not going through screens and going to
Same
virtual
thing with
things
recording
to
music.
adjust.
Yes, yes.
Same thing with recording music. It's not the best. If you are using a DAW, RØDECaster Pro, even though you can record into a DAW, it's not the best thing to do. The latency adds more. I had to buy a whole SSL2, a whole new audio unit to get better recordings out of my DAW. So these are the things that I'm telling. Like, people don't understand. Yes, you can use it for these other things, but if once you start getting serious, you realize it's not meant for that, even though it can do it.
Live
It'll give you more
event.
headache.
Clarification, live event, not live stream. But if you're streaming your live event, it is still a live event. So live event, because you need to access your control on the board immediately, you can go straight to the dial, not going through the pages of menu to access it. I understand what you're saying.
And I think you just, the thing to remember is you may start off one way and you may be that setup for years. And I think of Billy Thorpe when I say this. So Billy always had a RØDECaster. He did a lot. He does a lot of live streams. He's doing more now. He's getting back into live streaming. He does a ton of content. The guy records a crap ton of content, and he uses Ecamm. For a long time, he had a RØDECaster. He was always using, the SM7B, and he had one or two camera setup. And then he got to the point, and it's like, okay, really, because I'm live streaming, as long as I have pretty good audio, like, it doesn't have to be perfect, but for what I'm doing, the video is actually more important. So let me get rid of my RØDECasters and get a couple other cameras, and I can just get a single audio interface. Yeah, he just needs his voice. He doesn't need anything else.
But
so I say that just to say that your process evolves over time. He's
and also
through the years, his process has evolved, and he's
you also
refined
the
his
first
format.
device that you get may not always be the one that is
You end up
appropriate
with.
for you.
Yeah.
Because not everybody has the luxury of studying thoroughly. Well, you kind of have to do it in order to know if that equipment is for you or that software is for you.
Yep.
Ecamm still is the software for me. I mean, consider just that one fact that I can have people calling and joining the show through Zoom is, and for both my shows, because I host this, I also have my podcast that I do bulk record 9 hours for the whole Saturday. That has even more guests joining. In fact, is it true? And you guys can correct me since we're still Ecamm October. I thought I had 10 people joining last week. Maybe it was probably during my 9th hour and then I was already tired. I thought the maximum
9.
I thought the maximum cameras that you can add to the sources were 8, but is it not? Is it more now? Is it 10? I guess I can Google.
I mean, you've had 9. You've had
no, yeah, I
8 up with
I have
you
9
in the circle.
Yes, but I thought this last weekend when I was recording with my podcast, I was able to get 10 people, 10 cameras on here, on my camera switcher, max at 10 cameras. So 10 guests, because I have like 12 people joining. So I have 10 cameras pull up. I guess we can do a quick search on
You
Ecamm.
can bring up to 8 Zoom participants in as
So which
camera
means I was
sources.
probably tired. I was looking at 8,
Yeah.
and I think I have 10.
It's a max of 9.
Max of 9? Max of 9 in the layout, but max of 8 camera, individual cameras.
Well, you can 8 zoom cameras
8 zoom cameras, and then your own like host's camera as the 9th.
or cameras.
So which means you can do, so really it doesn't matter. It's only the maximum is 8 cameras from Zoom.
From Zoom.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I must be.
If you have a bunch
tired.
of native cameras, like if you have 3 cameras set up in your studio or 4 cameras set up, you could do
As many as you want.
12.
I mean, if you
everybody'd
do
be
your own
pretty
layout,
darn
you could do
small on
whatever
that
you want.
layout, but-
Yeah. Okay,
yeah.
so wrapping up my Ecamm conversation. Oh, you get up to 8. Oh, wait, and 10 with Ecamm interview. Oh, I see. 10 with Ecamm interview. No, it definitely wasn't Ecamm interview mode. David Hunt, good to see you. I'm gonna talk about this, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna show it to you, but at least you might see me going live when I'm traveling. So through our conversations, it's all about learning. All this discussion is about learning new things, and for me at least, and I think you are too. If you keep coming back to this conversation, especially sometimes painful, you want to learn new things. And what I've learned is I've only used my Ecamm predominantly with my, in fact, not predominantly, solely with my RØDECaster. So I set up my RØDECaster routing for that specific reason, which I shared in this week's RØDECaster user meetup. And because of that, I have not explored and played with Ecamm's own mixer. So the settings that I don't have turned on. And I was thinking after the past couple of weeks of discussion, I started to think about how I wanted to do my portable studio when I was traveling, when I'm in Asia. And so it's my 20th anniversary, my podcast 20th anniversary this year. So we have like a big celebration. So it's like over 70 people showing up. It's almost like a mini convention. And then on Friday, we have a recording session from 9 to 1 a.m. And I have like a meeting room set up. It's not going to be perfect, but I was trying to see how I can use Ecamm, because for the last, I would say, year since I started using Ecamm, I have more viewers, used to be listeners, more people watching my podcast on YouTube than I do on like Spotify alone, or maybe even, iTunes maybe still have a big number, but I have a lot of people watching me on YouTube. And I like that because I can do visual stuff and all that. You can see all of us. So I used to only do audio recording when I'm traveling, even though I do video recording on all my shows for the past many, many years for my podcast. I still only do audio podcasts when I'm traveling. This year, I feel like I need to do video because so many of my listeners are now, or viewers, are on YouTube. So, which led me to thinking how I can use what I've learned from the discussion that we had for the past few weeks to have a smaller scale studio that is not using RØDECaster. So I'm going to use the mixing, all the sound effects that's going to be coming from Ecamm. I'm going to have 4 cameras, but all cameras are iPhone cameras. So one, I have my dad's iPhone that I use for, it has a SIM tray still. I think it's like a iPhone 11, and it has a SIM tray. And so my travel SIM card, like my Malaysian number, is on that phone. So I have that, but it has lightning connection. So I have that connected to my laptop as a continuity camera. Then that's soft because it's fast, right? Hardwired.
Yep.
And then I have my laptop camera as my camera because I need to look at my laptop. I don't want to, there's not going to be 5 screens. It's just going to be one monitor. And from that one monitor, I will have that camera as my camera. And then I have my iPhone 17 Pro Max as 2 camera, one front and back using RØDECaster, NDI. And so essentially using my iPhone 17 connected to an Ethernet, and let me show. I have this little dinky router that I got for travel. It's, I forgot what it's called. It's like name GLINet or something. There's like a name for it. So I am using this as my router for my NDI camera source. So I plug my laptop in here. I plug my iPhone 17 in here. And if I wanted to, I could even attach another camera with NDI source. And then I can take all the NDI sources and collect them in Ecamm live software and use those as cameras. I guess, can you do NDI sources if you have like a web base? You still could? Can you? If it's NDI coming into your Mac, if your Mac can see the signal, you should be able to pick that on your... So that's what I'm going to do. So again, it is my brain thinking of making things not intentionally complex, but just many things I wanted to do that I think I can solve with this. Maybe when I come back or when I'm setting up my studio, I'll do a little live stream as I'm looking at the cable. And for audio, I'm using my Zoom H6N. Is that correct? The model I'm seeing over there. And it's 4 inputs. And I'm using my mic. I have my Beta 50. What is it? Beta 87. What's my mic? 58, sorry. Beta 58A. And I'll use that as my microphone and then use the XY microphone on my H6N as the microphones for my 2 guests as well as people in the room. Oh, I didn't tell you what my dad's phone that I'm going to use. My dad's phone is going to be the room crowd. So I'm going to mount it really high where you can see the entire room. So the recording will only have like 50-some people. So in there, you can see the guests as well as like the guests up on the front talking, as well as the entire room. And then H6N as my audio source. And I can even connect my NDI micro, what's it called? NDI, the small one? Is it called? No, not NDI. DJI micro, the microphones. I connect it to the H6, so then I have 2 additional mic sources. I don't think I'm going to use it because it's too overkill. So that's my portable setup. So because of our conversations, that made me more comfortable with using Ecamm a different way compared to what I've been using for the past year and a half. Anyway.
Crazy.
So
I just like I'm like, oh my God, how could I simplify that? I'm thinking like USB microphone and 2 phones or 2 Insta360s.
So Charles, I can answer because I just did a hotel stream like 2 weeks ago with my Zoom F3 as an interface, basic XLR microphone because I don't own a USB mic, 2 USB-C webcams plus my phone, and then my laptop camera, and I was able to do a live stream on hotel Wi-Fi without buying the extra, just simplified, so it all went into a tiny little, miniature Pelican case, including the microphone stand, the MV7, and then cables and everything were just in there except for the laptop. Pop it up. But that'd be an interesting topic for next week, John, before you go, just people's mobile setups.
Yeah, I mean, I see them all the time. I mean, I just got done with a huge conference, and I mean, there's a ton of creators there, and it's different. I mean, it's none of them use a setup as complex as John.
Well,
that's.
Well, would you expect anything else, Charles?
I mean, they all
Wait,
use wireless
really
mics.
complex?
Oh
yeah.
I mean, it's more complicated than necessary. That's for sure.
But there's something that I want to do. What is that? Oh, that's your.
You could get this. You could get the same result in a much simpler setup. Guarantee.
What is there? Oh yeah, because I don't like the sound of wireless microphone. That's why I'm not using it. And I mean lapels and omnidirectional microphones. David, I have tested it once. I'm going to test it again a few more times before I successfully do audio and everything. I haven't. Well, I guess I've tested it. Everything works. I just haven't. I need to do a few more times so that I remember how to set it up when I'm there. Glenn, we waited for you.
Well, you shouldn't have done that. You're going to hate yourself in the morning. But, no, I've tried everything. One thing I know that Charles was saying, copy everything up until the hashtag or the pound sign, and I could not find a pound sign in that link, and so I'm probably still copying too much.
What you could also do is copy everything and paste it in like a note or something, like a text edit or notepad, and then you can see the whole thing laid out in front of you, and then you can get rid of the hashtag success, then copy those and paste it in there.
Let me do this. Because this is going to drive me insane. So.
Oh no, Maestro! Go cook your food. Don't burn your food. Bye, Maestro.
Well, I was going to say, I was going to thank Maestro for waiting before he left. But
Glenn, here's what I want you to do. I'm putting this in the Zoom chat. Okay, just copy this link. Okay, hold on. Copy that, put it in your calendar, whatever you need to do. That's the link that you need to copy into Ecamm.
Yeah, I'm going to put it onto a Word document right now.
Oh gosh, another Microsoft. Will it do the same thing?
Is that not a good idea?
Will Word, once I put it in Word, when he click it,
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
So the reason now the whole world, if that link is the same, unless I start changing the meetings around. Otherwise, which is why it works. It will work for you to join this meeting. But if somebody else do something like this, then you can't. David said, text edit. David, I can't use that. I can do a live stream with it, but I'm not doing live stream for my recording. I'm only doing recording. So it's just going to be locally recorded. And that's why I haven't done a live show with it. Plus, it is different because all my guests will be in person and not through Zoom at all. That's why the setup is a little different, because everybody's going to be in the same room and in the same space, which is really fun. I'm looking forward to.
Okay, so Charles, you've already done everything that needs to be done to this link, right?
For this meeting.
Just copy that link. Okay.
If I take that
link is going.
If I put that in my Ecamm,
I'm gonna go do it now.
Thing.
I'll wait for you.
All right. Okay,
you don't have to. You don't have to leave Zoom, Glenn.
Well, his audio is gonna be fun. Mute your audio.
That's fine. You just mute him. But do me a favor. Okay, do me a favor so we can see exactly what's going on. Okay, so on Zoom, share your screen where your Ecamm controls are. We're just going to make this really simple. So on Zoom, click share screen and then pick to share the entire screen, the whole monitor, where your Ecamm is.
There we go. I've got to delete the thing I just put in there.
Are you sharing your screen, or are you just pasting the
He's
link?
working on it.
I'm having to delete the
But are you
paste
sharing your
location.
screen, or are you?
You didn't have to
pasting?
delete the paste thing. You didn't. Don't do anything, Glenn, except share your screen. That's all I want you to do. Don't worry about
Next
anything
paragraph.
else.
Turn the
Just-
page.
Yeah. Don't think about anything. Just follow the step-by-step process, and we'll get you.
I've never done this before, so which
share screen
in
on Zoom?
You should see. Go to your Zoom window.
I hit the little green button, so it says share screen.
Okay, and then you're going to pick a desktop, either 1, 2, or 3, depending on
There it is.
how many screens you have.
All right, do you see it now?
It's coming. It's coming. I haven't seen it yet. Did you start sharing?
Yeah.
Did you hit share? I mean, you selected the window, but did you the screen? But did you hit share?
Yeah,
So-
I hit share first.
No, you hit share, you select the window, then you
you
click
hit
share
share.
again.
John, do you want to wrap up the video and do this offline so that you don't share the token?
Oh yeah. You're
Oh,
right.
nobody's going to copy it off the live. It's too freaking long. Yeah.
Well, I don't. I guess we're probably not gonna see it. Or I'm gonna use the tile. I'm gonna use my.
Yeah, you're
my
not really
mosaic.
going to see it anyways.
Matthews, that's good.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, what are we doing?
And I don't know how to like what I'm doing is I hit the green button and then I selected desktop 1 with the little exclamation point and the white triangle.
Okay, and then at the bottom, you should see a blue button that says
Oh, I can't see
share.
it because it's in my Elgato window. That's why I can't see it.
Oh, well, there you go.
I'm on standby. Wait, I need to see Matthew's face. Oh wait,
No,
when I make it that small.
All I gotta do is paste this and it's gonna work. So I'm gonna do that right now. Okay.
I'm gonna ready to mute him.
There we go. Yeah. All right.
Join.
Okay.
Okay.
It works now.
Did you join?
Yeah.
There it is. All right. Good deal.
Cool.
Okay, so save that link. Put that link in your calendar. Okay.
And it's
then
also
you
going to
don't
be
have to-
in that already, so you can go back to the recent joint meeting and you can go straight to it.
That's true. You can do that as well.
I didn't even need to opaque myself. Pixelate.
But by the way, what we just did.
Yeah.
I vote we use that method for the next person that asks.
Yeah. Well, you like
just give you the link.
Exactly.
well to the email. So
That's for some reason my Gmail address was not coming through from your site.
That's because he wasn't approving
I have
it.
no idea.
That's because he wasn't approving it. So you
See,
were
that's what
registering with the
I think you're right.
Gmail.
I think that John has to approve it for the email
He
to
does.
come.
Then
to
you
me.
get the email. That's correct.
oh, so
That's
did
what-
you? So
He was sitting there
re-registered?
trying to re-register with his Gmail,
Oh.
waiting on an email that never came
Okay.
because you were in the
So,
live
well,
not
just-
approving it.
I'm glad we've still got some witnesses to realize I was not losing my mind.
I see. In fact,
Well, I didn't say that. I
All
just
right. Uh,
said what happened.
there were actually there were a few people who registered. I don't know if they're legit or not. There are a few people who register, and usually if the time is back to back, I'm a little bit, this looks a little sus. So if you are watching this and if you did request to join, I did see. Do you want me to approve those 2 emails? Eli?
Well, I sent about 10 of them, so there's got to be a bunch.
No, they're 2. They're 2 separate emails that you registered.
Okay.
I'll approve those as well. Those will be different too. Those will be unique. So you can use any one of those.
Okay.
You'll be able to join.
So I've got 3 chances to make it next time.
Yes.
Well, and here's one thing I will tell you, Glenn, just for future reference. If you're signing up to register for anything that you definitely want to attend, don't use your Outlook email.
Okay.
I don't care what it is. Don't use your Outlook. Outlook filters out more mail than any other provider, and they do screwy stuff with links like that.
This is where I need my producer to go through the.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to hire you as a producer. I mean, you're missing, you know.
Wait, when I'm your producer, I don't have to be hosting. I don't have to be switching. I mean,
That's true.
I can switch.
You
but
have to be switching.
I'll be in the background doing all those. I think it's being able to host and doing all that is a little difficult, and which is why I tell you. I mean, it's my bad, but I still encourage you to say something in the chat. Like, I requested to join. Can you approve me or something? Because by the time we get into the discussion or sharing what I want to talk about, the last thing I was doing, in fact, I didn't even hear you guys telling me, go check. Like, I know he tried to register with his Gmail, which is the whole conversation about using Gmail. I thought he's done that before. I didn't realize that he just now registered. So yeah,
I was trying to get out of Outlook world.
Yeah, so
it's a good thing.
Show up that graphics again. No Outlook graphics.
Yeah.
Whew. Anyway, good job, you guys. Thank you for hanging out with us. 2 hours. Well, more than 2 hours now. Oh, I'm so tired. One more week to go. But I'm determined. In fact, he's still in here. Glenn is still in here.
Well, I think it's 12:20 in my world, and so I really need to call.
But at least you know how to join. Now, next time we just need to figure out how do you set it up to use your Ecamm setting. Right now we don't want to test it because your camera and your audio is off on your other account. But next time when you come back in, we'll make sure that it's configured the way you want.
Okay.
What does Louis say? Hey, John, I'm getting a new interface. Join, I'm upgrading. You're upgrading a new interface, Louis. Congratulations.
Is that Mr. Cameraman?
No, that's Louis King Paco.
Oh, our Louis. Our Louis.
Yes.
Our Louis.
All right. If you're James, if you're Solomon, if you're Derek R, I'm going to have to email you to approve you because I don't know who you are. I don't think I've seen those names in the chats. So, but Dr. Dan, is it Dr. Dan earlier? Who joined? Yeah, he did respond when I sent him a message to say, just want to check to see if you're a bot or real. He said, I'm real. So if you want to join the show, if I did not approve you, my bad, because my brain was hitting a limit and therefore I didn't go into the registration page and approve you guys. But anyways, since I didn't interact with you anyway, I won't approve you regardless. What is that, Charles?
I said shame.
Yeah, shame. This is what I did when I was young. This is how we do shame. I don't know. Do you guys do that? Asian culture, shame on you.
Kids do that.
Wait, they still do?
So
here too?
My kids' generation does.
Wait, really? For shame?
Mm-hmm.
This is shaming? Oh,
Yep.
wow.
Yep.
Like I did that when I was a child. I'm 51, so this is the maybe come full circle.
Well, it's like everything. Everything comes back around. You know,
Wayne, your response has not been blocked yet. Wayne, thank you all so much. We'll see you next week for a wrap up of our Ecamm October discussion. Things that you've learned. We're gonna see if Glenn is able to join from within Ecamm next week.
I'm good to go. Trust me.
Yes. All right. We'll see y'all next week. You can just have to tune in to see if it works. Bye, everybody. Good night.
Goodbye.
Bye.